Good morning, everybody. Welcome to BVTV. We're here for State Championships 2025. My name's Tony Shill. It's a beautiful sunny morning here at Bendigo East Bowls Club. We've got women's triples semi-final action. Joining me in commentary is Josh Thornton. JT, morning, mate.
Morning, Tone. Should be good. Another big day on the cards for all involved playing as well as those watching at home.
Certainly is. So this is the last couple of bowls of the roll-up. Match will get underway shortly. Now, triples matches are 18 ends, no time limit. Dead ends are all replayed. We've got two semi-finals for the women's triples. We've also got some action in men's pairs, quarter-final stages. So 4 matches there. All the matches being live scored, coming to you via BowlsLink. Follow along each and every end's progression. Players scoring all matches here at State Championships for Bowls Victoria. And the match we've got up here today, Jen LaSurf, Jane McMenaman, and Nicole Shortis, representing the Geelong region. They're up against our very own Mel Allen, Kelly McKERIHEN and Lisa Phillips will skipper the rink from Sandbelt. What's your prediction, JT?
I think it could be a very close match. Both teams, great players. Nicole's a very experienced player, former state player. And Jane and her have been a great duo in terms of playing together quite often for a long time. And Jan, not long ago, I reckon it was 3 years, we sort of discussed earlier, Tone, that won the novice singles there.
Yeah, a few rinks over from where we are today.
Yeah. And then you got Mel, who recently won a Vic Open triples. You've got the Iron Woman and Kelly McKERIHEN, who's in everything and keeps winning. And obviously Lisa, who's won everything and anything.
Yeah, including a couple of Australian Open singles titles. So yeah, it should be a belter of a match. This is end 1. That's the bowl. Jen LaSurf finding her range very nicely for the opening bowl. 2 bowl triples is the format. Men's pairs is 2 and a walk pairs. They play 15 ends in pairs, but 18 ends in triples. Not a bad response here from BV's Mel Allen as well. Lisa Phillips pleasantly surprised that fell in. Falling against the bias. Could not be better conditions for bowls here this morning. Just a little light breeze, but bright sunshine. Heading for a top of about 21 or 2 degrees. Perfect conditions for bowls. A very well prepared deck.
Yeah, the greens are still running fantastic. I notice every night, Connor Fry is the greenkeeper here. He comes in and hand waters the certain spots that needs to be hand watered, and
yep,
doing a fantastic job because these greens are running amazing.
Certainly are. They'll get a little quicker as the day goes on. And shout out to Rodney Bates, who is marking this match. He's got green paddles and yellow paddles.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a joke before this game that all players have green and yellow. It's a little hard to decipher, but we'll get used to that as the game goes on, I'm sure.
Except for Mel, though. Mel's probably... she's probably the odd one out, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the only one really not in green and yellow. Lisa Phillips and Kelly McKERIHEN, both from Clayton Bowls Club, so are tied the same.
Jane and Nicole at Leopold.
Both are tied the same, and then Jen LaSurf, both leads, Jen LaSurf and Mel Allen, slightly different. Look at this for a start from Kelly McKERIHEN. So now called 1 on a measure, green paddles. The paddles signifying Lisa Phillips' combination. Nicole Shortis' outfit for Leopold looks very Commonwealth Games-esque, JT.
Yeah, actually spot on, Tone.
Looks very similar to one you might have in the cupboard.
I'd argue it's probably the more recent Com Games that actually looks more similar to. Yep. Versus
yeah, that's right. Yours was slightly different.
Ours was more predominantly yellow.
Of course, 2018 was the Commonwealth Games where JT not only represented his country but won a gold medal. No one can ever take that away from him.
Some good bowls there. Yeah. Finishing a good home.
Nice to see we've got Facebook up and going again today. We haven't been banned just yet. So morning to you, Lorraine Myers. She's cheering on Geelong. That is Juz Moller. Saying, let's go Nick, Jungle and Jen. So Jungle must be Jay McMenaman's.
It is. No, it is. Definitely. It's
I
been
didn't
Jungle
know.
for a long time.
I did not know that.
Yes. Jungle Jane.
Makes sense now. Riley Cameron also cheering on the Geelong combination. PJ in with the first funny of the day. I like it. Saying Leopold's kit was modelled by Ray Gun.
Beach.
I like funny stuff.
Oh, so do I. I reckon Lisa will be looking to try and take the shot away from the Geelong crew. If she can touch it herself 6 inches to a foot, she'll make 3, 4 if it comes with it, and kind of tuck it around the corner and hide it. If she misses high, she might get to a good home.
One on a measure, still the call in favour of Sandbelt so far.
I ain't answering that one.
A lot is the answer, Dino Kelly. She bowled about 90 ends yesterday.
Nicole's close. Oh,
just
wow.
gets a bit of a gap. Great effort. Nearly sat the shot bowl. Still one on a look, says Kelly McKERIHEN. Kelly threw in 4 events this year. Gone deep in all of them. Still got one to come. Still got the mixed pairs. The partner Ellie Forsyth due to start tomorrow.
This is close, Tony.
This is very good.
Oh.
Lifts it up but can't quite get it over. Yeah, I reckon that's not a bad guess. Dino Elliott around the 250, could even be more. It's 90 ends yesterday.
So 4, she would have played 60. She would have played 36 so far in this. So that's, what's that? 96. Well, this is not counting dead ends either.
Yeah. We're getting a little technical, but they did get through without playing the last end yesterday.
Singles, she would have had maybe 4 lots of 20 or 30 ends. Let's go 20. It's 80 twice, 160. So let's get up close to 270.
Yeah, it's a fair old effort. She'll certainly be feeling it when she gets home for the night.
I mean, you could actually go and check it, really, because Bowlslink has the end-by-end scoring. The only thing it won't tell us is how many dead ends she's played.
No, true. Dead ends and roll-ups on
there you go,
top of that.
Dino. There's your homework. We've got to call the match.
And Lisa Phillips picks up a couple opening end. One end gone. Here for semi-final action of women's triples. State Championships 2025. The other match in the women's triples is Ovens and Murray up against Goulburn Murray. It's the rink skipped by Di Hands from Goulburn Murray versus the rink skipped by Annie Miles. No score on the board for them. They're just on their first end, but we will give you progress scores as the day goes on. And of course, you can follow along on Bowlslink. For those who haven't yet got your entries in for the State Novice Carnival or the State Over 60s, head to the Bowlswick website. State Over 60s Carnival played in Barrowman Surrounds, and the State Novice Carnival played in the city of Greater Shepparton. Good opportunity to meet some new people and have a wow of a time. Play some good bowls as well. Of course, we mentioned Jen LaSurf won the State Novice 2 or 3 years back.
Yep. I reckon it was on the far side of the rink, though,
Yeah,
Tane.
it was. It was a second rink in from memory. Played against, is it Sonia? No, it was a lady from Hampton Bayside.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can't remember her name. That's bad of me. I should remember that.
I reckon we're streaming another match here. And
Yep,
yep.
correct. And that was played in ripper spirits. Both ladies were borderline exhausted at the end of it. They played their hearts out, both of them.
We've had a couple of ladies come through in recent times who have played the novice, won, or got figured deep, and then are figuring prominently now at State Champs Week. Nicole Wendt, another one.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, she was the one that I had in mind.
Stephen Rowdy Arthur in the Facebook comments saying good luck to the Solly and Whiffen Rink next door in the men's pairs. They're up against Eastern Rangers. The Andrew Daly, Zach Waning.
You've changed, Rowdy. You used to always barrack for Murray Malley. We might have to have a word to Nicole.
Yeah, I just shot a message to Troy.
We're a great bowl, Kelly.
They're down the other end from where we are. Rowdy confessing he still has a soft spot for Murray Malley.
Better. On the high side there from Jane.
There we go. Nicole Shortis has just got the message from Troy Stiffy Staff. Cartman Troisy Stafford.
God.
Well, he's got too many nicknames. I don't want to leave one out and offend him.
It's always been Cartman for me, but I have jumped on the Stiffy bandwagon.
Yeah. Jody Fruin in the chat. Morning, Jody.
Paul Macquarie?
Yes, up that way. Did Ethan win a novice, or was he runner-up in a novice?
I actually reckon he's won a novice and then he won a state pairs.
Yeah.
He won the state pairs of Adrian Pantling.
Oh, now our very own Mel Allen is in the road. Goodness gracious me.
She should know better.
I never would have thought I would have seen that.
Oh, don't worry, let's face it, I did it there a couple of years ago, remember?
Oh, yeah,
I got caught up.
we expect it from you. You're just a pest, but...
God, it's so unfair. Morning, Brendo. Hope you're well. A little bit of touch from Nicole. She's, well, I bet you Lisa's happy she put the last bowl there. She's just going to play the same bowl.
Yeah, doesn't want to change too much at all.
Yeah, she probably was going to be not bad weight. Maybe a marginally quick, but it probably was good enough to count. It's kind of changed the angles for Nicole now. She's going to probably play under that last bowl of Lisa's, which will probably force her to play a little bit extra weight. That hand is a really good turning hand, and it can rip like you wouldn't believe. Oh, wow. Awfully close. Nail on the jack for 2 or 3 then.
Two ends in a row, the way the Sandbelt combination. 3-0 the lead early days in the other women's triples semi-final. Goulburn Murray have started with a bang. They picked up a 4 on the opening end. Morning to Swanee, the Mayor of Moama, watching on Facebook.
The great man, Swanee. Still remember that night at Barron where he ordered about $500 worth of Chinese. Could have fed the whole joint.
He's never going to live that down, is he? One of the funnier things to have happened.
Swear he was only buying it for the Moama crew in the VBL, but no, he bought it for the whole club just about.
What was it? He thought the menu had been marked.
Oh, yeah, it was something. It was ridiculous. It was just, I still remember walking out with like 14 bags.
Yeah. Somebody had put a little asterisk next to the 6 items they wanted. And he thought it was the little chili symbol. Bought everything that had chili. He's a star. Oh, Swanee. Look forward to seeing him up at State Pennant Championships. Not too far away. Lenny Baker's in the chat too. Prez of Eastern Rangers. Good morning to you. Yeah, another belter of a day here in Benders. Hayley O'Reilly cheering on the Geelong teammates, as is Sharon Hall. They've certainly got the lion's share of the support in our chat.
Sandbelt crew's probably holding 2 shots at the moment. Still plenty of room to get a good close one in there.
You played on this rink, JT, or were you on rink 7?
6. No, I was on
On
6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
And the side closest to the ditch is a little bit...
Again, we're talking about it last night. I was talking with Brad Pavey and Peter Lowe, who are in the pairs today. You can find a draw line. You can go straight at it. But when you play those 2-yard shots, that's sometimes where it gets what I would call sticky, You might play one and it sort of hangs on you, then you adjust your line based off that, and it go under.
That's on the other side.
No,
that's on the ditch side.
On the ditch side, where the other side's just, it's even, it's neat.
Gotcha.
And then I was even talking to Toddy Matthews yesterday. This is his home club and plays on this green often. And he goes, you'd be mad, if you're particularly playing singles, not to play the opposite side of the ditch here. It's just the better hand, he goes. We're talking to Tyson Cramey, obviously won the singles on the same rink. And he's in his roll-up, he put nearly 4 within a foot on the ditch side. He goes, it must be going all right this hand. It took him 6-8 hands to work out it wasn't going as good as the other side, and then when he switched, he went whooshka.
In the grand scheme of things, the roll-up really only gives you one end each way.
And I said, it's nothing wrong with the hand. You can draw shots. It's just those in-between shots are a bit tricky every now and then. Depends where the Matt and Jacks are too. At least he's looking pretty good here.
There's a good bit of finish on this. Is it enough?
Yeah, I reckon that's 4.
Yep. Morning to you, Mickey West, watching via YouTube.
Westy!
BVTV, which of course brought to everybody with the generous support of Moama Bowls Club and the Dandenong Club.
All right, how's Nicole going here? Speed's looking, might be just shy tone.
I think the speed's okay. It's just...
Yeah, fair call. I thought for a second, maybe she's got a bigger bowl and that's what rolled on a little bit more. Doesn't change the shot for Lisa though now. She can play positively, maybe a yard of weight, get through her own. If she's just around, the perfect shot is rolling Nicole's bowl out and they could have 4 or 5.
Morning, Lucas Protopappas, world champion, the Cerebral Palsy Games, alongside Josh Barry. A host of other titles to his name as well.
He got carried to a couple.
You carried him, did you?
Yep. I told him yesterday too.
I'm sure you would.
He's a legend.
He is the man nicknamed Smiley.
Nah, Snits.
He loves his schnitz too. Here we go, Lise Phillips just a touch wide, not going to change the Nicole shortest bowl.
Great intent and effort, just missing on the high side. Cam McClellan. I bet you he's joining us from Canada based off that good evening comment.
Yes, correct. He was in a bit of snow the other day. Oh, he's starting to warm up there. Yes, picture perfect conditions here, Cam. I reckon we've got you today.
Yeah, I won't be whinging about the cold today.
No. Absolutely beautiful and gets warmer over the last couple of days. Hard to believe we've only got 2 days left of state championships for those who can get into the area. We do have City v Country on Saturday and Sunday, which is essentially the trial to get in the state team. See if we can get Jano just to move out of the way. She moves slightly now. Let's see this last bowl, this third end.
Gussie's joined us on the chat.
Oh, genuine royalty. The Deputy Prayers at Bowls Victoria. He'll be very interested in how his clubmates are going in the men's
I
pairs.
was about to say he's the biggest Yarraville Footscray grouping I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought he might come down. Maybe if they make the final, he might. Nicole Shortis picks up a single, did the damage with her first bowl. 3 ends in. Sandbelt leading 3 shots to 1.
I can let Gussie know that Hank and Pidge got 4 the first end, leading 4-0. In the next quarterfinal of the pairs, we have Matthews and Ellis from Ballarat Highlands leading 2-0 over Magine and Norton from Yarra. The Gippsland pairing is 1-0 up over the Geelong pair, and the West Coast pair 3-0 up over the Eastern Rangers pair.
Trina McGrath saying, let's go Geelong. Courtney Jane Gabb trying to even the ledger. Saying, let's go the Belters. So they're referring to Sandbelt. And Swanee Wall-Edge has given us a response. If there's one thing I'll be remembered for, to be that night in Barham. They'll be remembered for a lot.
We actually played Moama that game when he brought the Chinese out in the bags. That's why I remember it. It was just stuck in my head going, how much Chinese has Swanee bought?
I've had the pleasure of having a dinner or two at Swanee's house while up at Moama for various events. There's a couple other things you'll be remembered for, Swanee, but I won't say them on air.
Non-PG.
Yeah, not a bad correction there from CERF. Anything in behind is not bad. We'll see a fair bit of jack movement, these combinations. Nice to see Lisa and Nicole now standing quite wide of the cameras. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, the lines on the green, the ones either side of the centre line are really good guides. If you stand outside that, you're pretty good. And again, skippers are definitely allowed to go in and stand over the head, make a shot call and all the rest of it. But just when the bowl's coming down, we need them standing outside those lines.
Cam from Canada saying he's thinking about looking at the equipment. He's had to ignore it since October while the cold and the snow sets in. Time to dust it off, Cam. Get back out there. What a bowl.
Her form has been fantastic all week.
Yep. In the area from Jane McMenaman. Pretty much jack high.
Kelly's reasonably close again, Tane. Oh, just like the foot, I reckon. The inferior McElwain has joined us on the chat too.
Yeah, we had the best McElwain up here playing the pairs.
He loves that old Ben.
He does.
$1.10, I'll get a message in my own chat, so see, just trying to give it to me. Nicole
trying to
is
work off
close.
the wing bowl.
Oh, what a bowl.
Yep. Uses the bowl of Jane McMENAMAN, sits on the bowl of Kelly McKERIHEN and arrests in for shot. Very well played. Morning to you, Steve Weston, watching via YouTube from Merimbula. Lovely day there too.
Do you know that for a fact, or are you just saying it's a lovely day
No,
there?
that's what he says.
Ah.
He says, good morning from Merimbula. Lovely day here. Gave it away.
I can't see the chat from here, so I have to lean over and...
It's probably a good thing. You'd not like what Sean's just said. I kid you not, right on cue, a a kangaroo just flew straight over the top of Lisa Phillips' head. Oh, just missing the narrow side. I wonder if we might get a kangaroo to come across the screen at some stage.
No. That's old news.
You think it is?
That's 4 years old now.
Doesn't matter, I like it. I give the people what they want.
You know what Cooper said to me this morning? He goes, do you know what game it was that you said that? I said, no. He goes, I'm going to make a blooper reel. So why would I tell you what game it was then anyway?
We'll find out. Don't you worry about that. Nicole Shortis be devastating with their first bowl. Sand down the last. Just opting for a bit of coverage. Last bowl, end number 4. Lisa Phillips on the mat. Looking for contact on the shot bowl.
It's got to
Jack
give
through.
now, and it is coming, Tony. It's very close to get the
close.
bolt.
Oh, what a bowl. I'd say this will be 1 to the Sandbelt. Triple, but it's close.
No, I reckon the Jack High bowl shot. Because Kelly's first word was you got 1 out.
Right.
Could be wrong.
No, that's a good call. She did say that. Steve McKERIHEN's tuning in from Toronto, Canada. Cheering Kelly on, obviously. Nice to have you watching via YouTube.
One to the Geelong team.
2 ends in a row. The way of Geelong. Nice tight tussle early days at JT. Just 4 ends gone. The lead to Sandbelt 3-2.
Jeez, this comments coming in quick and fast. I just got to keep saying funny stuff or controversial stuff and people will respond.
Geez, Bull's had a bit of a whack at you. Says you can't read anyway, JT. All right, Vinny, I promise I'll never do it again.
I'll remember that one too, Bull.
Craig Rippon asking, can we keep up to date with men's pairs scores? We certainly will. We'll run through those regularly through the broadcast, Rippo.
Hey, Rippo, get on to Bowls Link results and check out the live scores yourself, though.
You can do that too. You can follow end by end, but we're very happy to give them to you.
Oh, we will give them. I'm just saying.
Nice start. General Surf. John Foots in YouTube puts a little kangaroo emoji. Good leaders battle for
Did
these two.
you put something across the screen? Oh, I didn't see it, thank God.
I better do it again then.
Right. Score updates for Craig Rippon and everybody else who's interested in the men's pairs quarterfinals. The Metro West pair is leading 4-1 over the Wimmera pair. Ballarat Highlands leading 2-0 after 1 end over Yarra. Geelong and Gippsland 1 apiece after 2. And West Coast 3-0 up over Eastern Rangers.
That's all men's pairs quarterfinal action. And the women's triples, we're obviously 3-2 here, as you can see on our board. And the other match, they're just about to update the board actually, so I won't give that one just now. Give it another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, good leaders bowls from both players.
A lot of love for the kangaroo as well. Dino saying there goes the kangaroo. And V-Man saying the ray gun kangaroo's getting some airtime. Bit of info on Steve McKERIHEN. Represented Canada twice at the games, an international champion himself. So
You're right.
I'm going to take a guess it's Kelly's father. So it runs in the family.
Couldn't be a brother?
Could be. Could be an uncle. Either way, it's a terrific achievement. Nice to have royalty watching along on BVTV. Not a bad track here from Jane. Just got it. Well, I thought she might have just missed under and sat in a pretty good home, but edges in the Malellan Bowl. The other score in the women's triple semi-final, Goldman Murray leading Ovens and Murray 5-1 after 3 ends. So that's Di Hands leading Annie Miles 5-1.
This bowl is close.
Wow, she is in a scintillating touch. Confirmed, Steve is Kelly's father. So
There you go. Good work, Tone. You got something right for once.
What a day. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. JT told me on the 9th of April at 9:50 a.m. I got something right.
Yes, Brendan, the Morning Peninsula region has had a very successful state championships this week. Be interesting to see who's winning the Shield this year for the most, or the overall performance of regions.
Yeah, Mornington Peninsula would have to be
Figuring prominently.
Yeah, they'd be up and about. Of course,
Sandbelt.
largely off the back of Kelly McKERIHEN, but
Nicole was looking to try to land those bowls. She's a fraction wide, but she's turned one of her own teammates' bowls over. Must be Jane's bowls. Still 2, according to paddler Rodney Bates.
Casper John in the chat saying the kangaroo will never get old, JT. Spot on. And Vinny saying, heard you lost $50 though, Tony. That wasn't me.
No.
It was JT that lost $50 to Troy.
We won't explain how or why, but I did.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go out and make statements and guesses, and sometimes you get them wrong.
Just a little side wager. Yeah, Casper saying Geelong region's also doing well, yeah. Tyson Cromie, of course, winning the state singles.
Going to be a good home here for Lise. Get the backest. Takes all the danger away.
So men's fours was won by Mornington Peninsula. Women's pairs was won by Ovens and Murray.
Correct. Ovens and Murray's won the ladies' singles as well. Was it the champs? Champs, yeah.
Men's singles won by Geelong.
Yeah. Men's championships hasn't started yet.
Women's fours won by Sandbelt.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I reckon Ovens and
Very
Murray, Sandbelt, Mornington Peninsula, and Geelong are probably your most likely
So this is close to
winners at this stage.
Sits up the Malellan Bowl.
Right, Lisa be looking to take yard off. Don't want to be over it because if a slight touch is very dangerous for them. Probably play a high line, just getting under the white bowl, and you might get another. But if she's anything, she's probably short.
Yeah, it's holding a couple.
Because she could play a good bowl and go 3 down, and she doesn't want to do that. If she's going to get there, she's only going to just get there. That is a great bowl.
Wow.
Oh, flop back though.
Deserves to be in the count. It's not going.
3.
Oh, it is.
No, it was.
There you go. Well played, Lisa Phillips. That's what you got to do to win a couple of Australian Open singles titles and just about everything else there is, including a Marge Morris only a couple of years ago. Morning to you, Kerry Rees. Very happy to bring you the commentary here of women's triples semi-final action for State Championships 2025. Of course, brought to you via BVTV, thanks to the generous support of Moama Bowls Club and the Dandenong Club. Bring you pictures some 60 or 70 days of the year. And with so much talent on display, why wouldn't we? 6-2 the lead to the Sandbelt triple. 5 ends gone. 18 end match, so just under a third of the way through.
I'm not sure what Vinny's inferring with that question there. Is Geelong
New bowls cloths.
having a look at it?
You can see it's got a little bit of red on Jane McMenaman's. Maybe a bit of white.
There's got to be a bit more substance to that comment, Vinny.
Yeah, give us a little bit more, V-Man. Swannies are back up in Sunbury. You don't want to do that, Swanee. Come on up here to Bendigo East Bowls Club. The weather is absolutely perfect. They're just falling in a touch short, crashing into the pack.
Great direction from Jane LaSurf. Flops in behind the jack. Probably the second best spot to put a bowl.
Very nice.
What are you, ball right now, eh?
You're referring to my mankini? Or?
No one wants to see that. Now, Kelly, she is not far away.
Just need another foot and a bit. Morning to Roy Anthony Campbell, watching from Jandaway in the Condamine district up in Queensland.
Sure that's the correct pronunciation?
No.
Okay.
I got Condamine right, I know that.
The Condamine's definitely right.
Not 100% sure about Jandaway, but I'd put a bit of money on it.
Yeah, you might be right.
Thanks, JT. That's twice you've said I'm right.
I said might.
Still the same day. What a day.
He's beautiful. It's one of those days where I
Sunshine.
take the jumper off and I don't need to put it back on.
No, correct. Not today. We will have a third time slot today, so it'll get a little chilly later on this evening. But
I might decide to go home. Just not commentate.
Well, you're going to go on strike, eh?
Yeah, well, having to put up with you forces a man to do things like that.
Oh, gee. You give me a compliment and then you give me a whack. I don't know where I stand. Nice second shot there from
Yeah,
Kelly
I was going to
McKERIHEN.
say, Jane would be looking to add a yard on the last 2 feet and get another one roundabouts. Can count as well if she's
Not a
around
bad
it.
track, is it?
Just coming through. Because if they don't get another roundabouts, I reckon there's every chance Lise might look at it.
Even with nothing out the back?
I don't think it matters because I actually think there's a massive chance of it jamming and going sideways.
Oh, V-Man saying bring back Sammy. That's a bit harsh.
Sammy's still shattered after his great effort yesterday afternoon in the men's pairs round of 16.
Yeah, just picking him up off the canvas at the moment now, Sammy.
Never seen him have seen anybody have 10 drives and only hit one, and when he hit it, he actually put it in the ditch when he wanted to kill it. That's how well he was going.
Poor bugger. He's still got another event, though. He's here in 2. There's our Sam Well. He's got the champion of champion singles to go. Lisa Phillips gives herself a bit of a clap. She knew that one wasn't quite there.
And the worst thing about it too is it's kind of blocked the other shot option if she wanted to go for it.
Bowls Victoria board member Andrew Holmes in the chat. Says, I've been listening for 30 seconds and heard Mankini. See ya.
Yeah.
Come back. We promise no Mankini talk.
Right, Nicole. She's played a couple good bowls early on. Big chance here to draw another.
He's been particularly good with her first bowl, JT. It's a higher line.
Just got a drop.
It's not far away. It's just
Fell
gonna
in.
be
It
third
might be
shot probably,
close. Wait, I missed that tone.
Oh, I think Kelly McKERIHEN just gave an instruction to Lisa. And Lisa gave it to, yep, thanks, as if it was Captain Obvious. She's just said, now my weight's better, but my line's gone.
Don't think it waits. I don't think that would have got there anyway, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a free hit now for Nicole Shortis, holding one.
Beat her own. I reckon it's in the count.
Yep. Track's good. How's the speed, JT?
It's got to keep rolling. Not quite.
Needed a third bowl. They'll pick up a single. 6 ends gone, JT. We're a third of the way through this 18-end match.
Around the Greens, brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo. Brett. Brett. What is Brett? But Metro West 4 playing Wimmera 2 after 3. Ballarat Highlands 4 playing Yarra 2 after 3. Geelong 4 playing Gippsland 1 after 4. Eastern Rangers 5 playing West Coast 3 after 3.
And the other semi-final, the women's triples, the match between Ovens and Murray and Gold Murray. They're locked at 5 shots apiece after 4 ends. In action here, 6-3, the lead to Sandbelt over Geelong after 6 ends. Kaz Rhodes is on a small break playing in Euroa, playing a bit of social bowls. Fish aren't biting. A good bit of yakking going on in the women's triples, a couple of rinks over, all having a bit of a giggle with each other. And we'll have played a fair bit of bowls against each other, I'd imagine. JT being Ann Miles, Claire Sanders, Laureen Smith up against Diane's Kate Bush and co.
There was once, I don't know if it's still, an annual challenge between Goulburn Murray and Ovens Murray. Kind of a representative game that uses a bit of a trail to pick your region side. So they've definitely probably played against each other a heap of times.
Chandler Surf's put her first one in the ditch. The Jacks were on the tee. Mel Allen with a beautiful opening bowl.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just missing a touch, but finishing right on the centre line.
Morning, T-Bone. No, I haven't been there yet, mate, but I'm saving it up. I'm
Where are you going?
Sporting Globe Bendigo.
Oh, right.
I reckon I'm going to save myself. When everyone disappears from City Country Sunday, might head down Sunday afternoon.
Just so you can get all of the cash for comments
Correct.
material yourself.
Well, I'm the one who's made all the comments, so why don't I get all the cash, all of the gifts part of it?
Well, you're not going to get anything. They're not even listening. You're to
No. I've got sources and contacts, and it's going to happen.
lift, Kevy.
He'll be back Thursday watching Cass playing that final, and that's when I'll really make my mark.
True. Naomi Cartwright confirming, yes, they still play that challenge between Ovens and Murray and Golden Murray around Christmas time.
Sean, I don't think I've said Sandgate today, but I definitely have in the past. So you got me on a couple of things, and I know you normally do this stuff, you know.
Now you've got it in his brain, though. I'm just happy I haven't called it Sandown.
Hey, how'd I go the other night? Kylie Lavis the whole final, and then got to the sign-off and went Kylie Whitehead. Bang, stuffed up straight away.
Yeah, that's an easy one to do. Jane McMenaman on a very good track here. Just about 18 inches short. The line was very good. Still a shot bowl, that of Mel Allen's. For the Sandgate, Sandown, Sandbelt region.
Don't you start.
Just trying to get it in your head.
Kelly probably, I was going to say yard. Yep.
Reasonable length end. How's this for track?
Oh, I think it could be going in the pit.
You reckon?
Nah.
It's not a bad bowl.
Early crow.
The early magpie for JT.
Kelly be looking for 2 feet.
Just gotta
Much
hurry
better.
this last little bit. Just gotta hurry.
Geez, something wrong with my eyes today because every time I'm trying to pick a
Got
gauge
couple
of
wrong,
weight,
which is
I've
very
got-
unlike you,
I've
JT.
got no idea.
You are normally brilliant with that sort of stuff.
I'll blame Ian Ray King Ewing. Yep. Nothing else has to be mentioned, but I'll just blame him.
He'll know what you mean. I haven't seen Ray this morning. He's just watching from his hotel room somewhere.
Funny that. I'm here and he's not.
Right, skipper's heading down. This is Nicole Shortis. She's down 1. 3 seconds.
It's on the right line. It's just got to skirt the blue bowl. Oh, no. Yep.
Lisa Phillips saying that should not count. All having a joke, both teams.
Funny enough, it's worked out really well for Nicole and her team. They're holding sharp,
Yeah,
but
not wrong.
they've also got everything in the area where the jack's more than likely to go.
And if they want to get real cute, Nicole Shortis's bowl will push Mel Ellens out
That's what I mean.
very easily. Oh, how good's this for service? JT getting a coffee delivered with a chocolate tiny teddy.
Soda's gone up in my books.
He's easy to buy off, isn't he, Sodas? You just got to bring him a coffee.
Told you, I'm the cash for comments king, you know,
Yeah, I
and
think
gifts
you
and
are.
is it gratuities? Is that the right word?
Well said, JT.
Mm.
This is, if you've just joined us, this is BVTV. It's Tony Shells, my name, and Josh Clive Palmer Thornton is joining me in commentary. Just a joke. Don't sue me, please, Clive. This is women's triples semi-final action for 2025.
How good would I be going if I could get Clive Palmer involved at bowls and get some of his money into our sport
good.
from a sponsorship perspective?
He could be our Gina. Of course, Gina Reinhardt, the richest, supports hockey and netball.
What's
and
his current
swimming.
political party?
Palmer United, or is it the play on the Trump one?
He was going to do the old MAGA type scenario, wasn't he? Look, I'll support him if he gives bowls the money to bowls. I'm easily bought off, as everyone can recognise today.
Lisa just finding the sand at the back. Yeah. Jane asking Nicole to come and have a look. Is it worth the risk, JT? I mean, they've got the jack at the back, so if they're a bit under...
Oh, the thing is, the pink bowl of Kelly's, which is on the left off centre, as we're looking at the screen at the moment, I'd argue it's nearly in the eye of the perfect shot. It's either going to be forcing you to play quicker.
Which could be too quick.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a stack of danger based off the fact that everything where the jack's going is into that corner. Is of Geelong's.
There's no chance of getting back to it on the other hand, really, is it? Oh, there is a chance. But it's kind of hard with the Mel Ellen bowl right out the front and the other pink bowl of Kelly McKERIHEN. I reckon you're right, JT.
Or you
I
play,
reckon it's got to be going a bit firmer.
or if you're going to go around the pink bowl, he's sort of more the dead draw and just hoping to get there, flop, and maybe make twos.
I like going a bit firmer, but Cole Shortis, a very good tactician.
It's interesting. I didn't really see the back end myself personally. Tried hard though. Yeah. Sometimes when you're playing, you have to wear one down based on the way the head is. You don't need shot, because if you try and get shot, you can make it a hell of a lot worse.
And we're only 6 ends into an 18-end match.
And
Dropping
they're
a
in
1 is
front.
not a problem at all.
It's
I think that's where they've all arrived at. Just thinking, well, if we go one down, we go one down. So no danger here. That'll be one more to the Geelong combination. They picked up the last couple of ends in a row. Picked up 4 ends in total. All singles. 7 ends gone. The score now 6-4.
around the greens. Brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo. Men's pairs quarterfinals. Metro West 5 leading Wimmera 2. Ballarat Highlands 4 leading Yarra 2 after 3. Geelong 5 leading Gippsland 1 after 5. And Eastern Rangers 6 leading West Coast 4 after 5.
And the other semi-final, the women's triples. Golden Murray with their nose in front, 6-5 after 5 ends. What was the word you used earlier, JT?
What, gratuities?
Sean saying JT's had some elocution lessons.
I've actually got a few good words up my sleeve that I bring out from time to time.
I like it. Give me another one. Go
Oh,
on,
the
what's
other day when someone reached 24, I said they were on the precipice of winning the match.
That's pretty good. You're on fire. Gentler serve, just a touch quick again with her first bowl.
I'm not just a pretty face tag.
Some might say not even a pretty face. I waited till he muted himself. Got him a beauty.
My wife would beg to differ.
Here we go, gentler serve. See what the correction's like. Mel Allen's put the pressure on with her first.
This is close as well. Good leading by both. Oh, look out. Here comes the
Great
numpty.
correction.
Here comes the numpty.
So, well,
Sammy Rogers.
Mel Allen with her second bowl now. First one was a peach.
I hope you're listening before too, Sam. Give you a real good pump up.
Yeah, correct, Matty Flapper. JT just pumping up his own tyres. I think he just called himself the best looking bloke in bowls. Off air, but. And Ray King is over there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Where?
He's over there just watching.
Oh.
Probably watching the pigeon, I'd imagine. Keeping a watchful eye on talent, State Coach Ray King. Oh, well. Jono's a little stiff there. It was a nice bowl, but she just sat down the Mel Allen bowl.
Morning, Matthew. Glad to see you join us. There's a couple of emails you need to respond to, mate. You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, good effort from Kelly McKERIHEN. The Jack's going to spring. It's going to go that way. So that's a nice home for her Pink Taylor bowl. Joe Whitehead cheering on Geelong via YouTube. This is not a bad bowl here, is it, JT?
It's
That's a ripper.
That's a side knocker, isn't it?
I think it is, just a
The
shadow
sun,
right
the
over it.
sun.
Which, how well are we going if we're complaining about the sun? Yeah, it's a little side touch-up. And that'll be the shot bowl. What an absolute gem from Jungle Jane.
Ah, that's better. Definitely looks very awfully close to a side toucher. And resting.
Oh, good camera work from Josh. Wow.
Woohoo!
That's camera work of the day. Who sponsors that, JT? Is that also Sporting Globe?
No, I'll go for another cash for comment business in a second. We haven't thrown the deck out. The deck Bendigo. We used to go the deck Traralgon.
A couple of nice bowls this end from both teams. Mel Allen's is very close. Janie McMenaman's is closer. Cole Shortis on her way down to the mat now. What's she going to try and do here, JT?
I'd argue there's not a huge danger if you want to try and dead draw. And you get the jack around the corner, you might make 2 or 3. You could flop it over and go down, but I think it's worth playing still. And yet she's playing forehand and making me look silly.
It's not where I want to be, she says.
Yeah, you could actually slide under Mel's bowl and peel your own bowl out that way.
Is she trying to spit the jack backwards a touch with that sort of weight?
Well, the only thing I can think of is she's trying to maybe cover the pink bowl of Kelly's that we can see at the bottom left hand of the screen if she knows, Lisa's going to be attacking and get there. But, I mean, me personally, I'd nearly play the backhand myself and try and take that shot away first.
Lisa Phillips on her way down. Now, she's down 1. Presume she'll be coming up on the backhand trying to sit out the bowl of Jane McMenaman. It's not a mile away, JT. It's not a mile away.
It's got to drop.
Dropping hard now. Oh, wow, what an effort. I don't think it's changed it.
No, she's
Moved the
basically
jack.
turned the bowl around the jack. Might have moved the jack a mil, 2 at most, and still 1 down. So now I'm definitely not going near it.
Change of hands now, Nicole Shortis.
See, the jack's more likely to come to the right-hand side of the screen now if Lisa had made contact with Mel Allen's second shot. And that's why Nicole's coming. I reckon Nicole might have been trying to split the 2 pink bowls up, but even so, still not a bad spot. Just never know. Chris Love said, how good have the greens been up there? They have been all time.
Yeah, as you say, Chris, hats off to the greenkeeper. JT's said a couple of times, you see him here every night just watering certain sections of this green and keep it in tip-top shape. Get through a good 9 days of state championships and keep these greens in the order they're in. So credit to the greenkeeper and all the volunteers that assist here at Bendigo East Bowls Club. Of course, 2 days of City v Country straight afterwards.
Yeah, I was going to say, how good the bowl's going to be in those 2 days with these greens?
So City v Country is the top 16 males and females from each of the city and the country. Here we go, Lisa Phillips trying to get some contact on the front bowl of Mel Allen. Spit the jack back.
It's got to
8
drop.
inches.
It's got to drop.
That's close.
What a bowl. Did she get shot?
She probably wanted to spit it another 2 inches, but I think she might have gotten shot. Let's see this on the replay. gets the contact on the Mel Allen bowl. Jack goes out to the Lisa Phillips bowl.
1 to the Sandbelt team.
What fan club was that?
The Rod Bates fan club.
Rod Bates paddling this match, of course, an ITO extraordinaire. The other women's triples semi-final is a ding-dong battle, locked at 6 shots apiece after 6 ends. Triple six.
All right, I'll give you some falls quarterfinal update.
What about some pairs?
That's what I'm saying. There's 4 players on the rink, though.
Gotcha.
That's what I was inferring.
Yep.
Brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo.
Give me the 8th score later on.
Yeah, that's only in rowing, mate.
Did you just make me? No worries, Shep.
Oh, that's worse. Metro West 5 playing Wimmera 3 after 5 ends. Ballarat Highlands 6 playing Yarra 2 after 5. Geelong 10, Gippsland 1 after 6. So Gippsland got the first one, and then it's all been Geelong afterwards. Formidable pairing, that Geelong pairing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Eastern Rangers 6 playing West Coast 4 after 5.
Nice second shot from Mel Allen. That'll be the shot bowl. Thank you, JT, for those scores. If you just joined us here on BVTV, this is State Championships for 2025. The match we're bringing you is women's triples semi-final action. The scores from JT. Quarterfinals in men's pairs. Also action underway this morning. Seeing a high standard affair here. (7-4) after 8 ends. Is the scoreline. Sandbelt in front by 3. Kelly McKERIHEN adds to the shot count, holding a couple. Measure for 3rd for the Sandbelt triple. This is Bendigo East Bowling Club. The heartlands of bowls in Victoria. Some terrific greens. The venue chosen to host state championships, thanks to the generous support of the City of Greater Bendigo. Still 2 and a measure. Kelly McKERIHEN with her second bowl. Lisa Phillips says, I like the grass.
Still a very good bowl. It's 3 or 4.
3 and a measure.
Yeah.
Jane McMenaman with her final bowl of this 9th end.
This doesn't
Nicole
look
Shortis
too
likes
far away. It's got to run. It's got to run. 2 or 3 still tone to the Sandbelt team.
I'm going to say it's still 3, JT. Just cut out the measure. Confirmed by Rodney Bates. ITO paddling this match. Speaking of paddles, Mick West via the YouTube comments saying go Lowy and paddles. Bit of support for the Geelong combination, both playing out of Ocean Grove Bowling Club. Not going to bother asking Mickey West who he tips in the men's pairs. He's obviously going to tip his club mates. I think that bowl of Lisa Phillips is going to be in the count, JT, but I'd say it's still 3. Yeah, confirmed by Rod Bates.
Bit of byplay there between the players and the one and only Sam Rogers on the side of the green there. You can see him in the top right-hand corner. He's trying to get his 5 minutes of fame because he couldn't get on the stream by playing.
How's this from Nick Shortis? JT, this is not bad.
Got to get to Lisa's and flop in.
Yeah, it's done that. Oh, well, actually,
Probably still 2 still.
2 and a measure. Call from Kelly McKERIHEN.
A little bit more danger for Lisa, being that the forehand where she's played, both the bowls on the run-in are opposition, and hence Kelly's called her to change to the backhand.
Yeah, you could hear, might have heard Lisa in the effects mic just say there's a little less danger out this side. Good decision between 2 very experienced players. Does this have the trip, JT?
Nope.
Oh, if it had skirted around the Mel Ellen bowl, it might have been close
Close,
to him.
close-ish.
Nonetheless, it's 2 and a measure.
Slight adjustment from Nicole. Got her own to run into. Or Jane's. Or underneath to the bowls.
Spills out. We'll see if that changes it at all. Rodney Bates still fancies 2. There's 1 out. Measure for second shot here. Could even measure for second and third. As JT goes off and signs some autographs.
Yeah, okay.
People hanging over the fences here at Bendigo East just wanting to catch up with the great man JT. He'll step out and sign some autographs and come back shortly. And we go from one legend to another. This is Troy Stiffy Staffman, Troysy Stafford.
So if he's going to sign autographs and then he's coming back, he'll be back in 30 seconds?
That's harsh. Harsh but fair. Ripper of a match.
It's a battle.
Staffy, if you have just joined us.
I've watched a fair bit, not all, but a reasonable enough amount to...
Yeah, it's been quality from everyone. Women's triples semi-final action. 2 shots confirmed to the Sandbelt triple. They now lead 9-4. 9 ends gone. Halfway through this match.
How good is this weather?
It is a picture perfect. Picture perfect green, picture perfect weather. Picture perfect everything.
Yeah, couldn't ask for anything more.
The other semi-final in the women's triples, Ovens and Murray leading 7-6 over Goulburn Murray. 7 ends gone there. Again, they're battling for the river.
They are, and they dropped the Ovens and Murray crew dropped a 4 first end, so they've pegged that back well.
Yeah, they certainly have. Men's pairs quarterfinals. Wimmera leading Metro West 6-5.
And Metro West got a 4 first end in that game too.
Come back from Wimmera. That's 6 ends gone there. Ballarat Highlands leading 6-2 over Yarra after 5. Geelong still having their way with Gippsland. Although Gippsland's come back slightly, 10-4 after 7. And Eastern Rangers leading 8-4 after 6 over West Coast. Back to action here. This is Jen LeSurf on the mat.
Played it well. You can just see how good these greens are finishing. Just plenty of finish on the bowls.
Yeah, they are an absolute brilliant deck.
Looks a pretty good correction here from Mel. She's around that. She could come back to the jack. Oh, well played.
Good. Lovely bowl, Mel Ellen, our very own.
It's always harder when you can't see the jack too. That first bowl would have covered the jack up.
Yeah, nothing better than when the jack's covered and you see it just poke out the side and your bowl follow it along.
Oh, that's handy. Makes it that little bit harder now for Kelly. She doesn't want to turn that white bowl.
Mobile phone going off just in the background. It's a bit of a shake of the head from Kelly. Right at the wrong time.
Whose phone was that?
Not sure.
Doesn't want to turn the white. No, not enough weight. She played perfect weight. That touching that was not going to do any damage. And on the other hand, Jane can afford to get through that white.
9-4 in this triples semi-final. We're halfway through the 18 ends. 9 ends gone.
Finishing a really good home there. That's excellent spot. Looking pretty good again.
Pretty good effort.
Got the
here.
jack.
Oh, wow.
Very good. 1 and a measure indicated by Rod Bates.
About an inch less. That could have been 3.
I missed that little giggle.
Oh, I think they were just talking about how difficult this shot's going to be, and Jane was like, okay, yeah, no problem.
She's got a very good sense of humour, Jane.
Yeah, got some laughter from both teams. Here we go, on the run. Oh, no, it's just pulled it slightly. No change there.
It's interesting. I thought they might have gone forehanded that. Looking on the screen there, there's a bit of a V. V for Victoria.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
JT's back from signing some autographs.
Yeah, didn't think he'd be long.
Nobody's safe here, are they? Skipper's bowl still to come. We've seen Jane McMenaman just try and have a run at that head. I wonder if we'll see the same.
We might not
from
see
Nicole
much
Shortis.
at the moment.
Ay. They don't want us to see.
No, they're keeping it a secret. Oh, no, there we go. Moving in time.
Yep. Lisa Phillips opting for a bit of coverage. Is it going to come back? Very hard to see with 100 bums in the road.
Did come back, but I don't think it got past the jack, so.
Making an assumption Nicole Shortis is going to play similar sort of weight with her first.
I still think the forehand's the better shot. Yeah, that's what she's playing.
Just reaching weight. It's not far away.
I'm gonna flick off that white, and then what?
Oh, just probably got the high side of the white.
It's not really made it any better because it's hard for her to get her own through that pink. It looks like a bowl of Mel's will just shoot out, which will cut it down, but wouldn't give them shot.
Casper just saying maybe JT was looking through the dictionary for some more eloquent words to use.
Oh,
He's been very good this morning.
has he? He studied up. He gets up early, so he might have done a little bit of dictionary research.
Sean was saying in the comments he'd had some elocution lessons.
Oh, that's interesting.
JT came out with gratuities
Right.
and precipice.
My goodness. Can you spell them?
Well, he used them in a sentence in the correct spot.
That's a good start. Speaking of finishing in the correct spot.
Yeah, that's probably, if anything, probably just a touch too far, but
Yeah.
better than the first. One on a measure. I wonder if Lisa Phillips making that shot thinks it's probably 2.
Yeah, I think it is 2. It's just, yeah, the angles aren't real good now. It just looks as though through her own won't get the pink. All the weight's going to go through Mel's bowl, which is why they're looking at coming up through the white now. Just depends, you know, if it goes back though, even though Lisa's may have turned a touch, I still think that'd end up shot.
Shortis on her way back for the last bowl of this 10th end.
Not an easy shot.
The other semi-final, 7 shots apiece after 8 ends. That's Ovens and Murray versus Goulburn Murray. Women's triples semi-final action.
Quick up.
There's the line. It's got to get
Touch
down.
wide.
So no change to the hit. We'll confirm. Believe it's 2 shots. Ten ends gone.
Measure coming out.
Shortis has put 1 on the board.
One.
She's spot on. 10-4, big buddy. And with that, I shall bring JT back into commentary. Enjoy Staffy.
Thank you, Tone. Hope you've saved a few words for the second half, JT.
I'm going to say it on fire today, so let's just keep rolling with it, you know, and just see what happens here. And hopefully we have a good finish to this match. Stiffy!
We need just a bit of a fight back here from Geelong, don't we?
They haven't been far away, Troy.
No.
They've played just as good as bowls as the Sandbelt team, but there's probably been a couple ends which sort of... It's been the difference, really, where they've kind of been a little loose on a couple of those ends.
That can be all you need. And, you know, at this level,
Absolutely.
you have 1 or 2 bad ends, it can be the difference.
And like, obviously we've played 10 ends. They've won 4, but they're all been singles where the Sandbelt team have won a couple of the multiples.
Yeah.
You know, so... yeah, still plenty of time, 8 ends.
Yeah.
Like, tell you what, the leaves are having a ding-dong battle. I reckon Mel's had a toucher for nearly the last 3 or 4 ends in a row. Obviously, she ran through a little bit then, but... and Chandler Surf's leading pretty by herself.
Yeah, they're very important in 2-bowl triples, our leaders.
Morning, Bobby. Hope you're well. Bobby Napier joining us from the great Murray Downs Bowling Club.
Oh. Pretty good here from Mel. Beautiful weight. Murray Downs will be one of our host venues for our over 60s in late May.
In God's country.
Beautiful. Looking forward to getting up there. Hosted by Club Barham, who do an amazing job.
Entries are going gangbusters, Troy.
They are. I had to crunch a few numbers yesterday just to make sure I had enough rigs, and I do at the moment. But
Just.
if it goes too much more crazy, well, we'll reach out to a few more clubs. Yeah, this is looking good.
Fantastic bowl, Kelly McKERIHEN.
You know, you go out to a restaurant and someone orders something that looks real good and you salivate. I'm salivating over this green. It just is so good.
I was wondering where you're going to go with this. And I was thinking, geez, this could go on a couple of different tangents. The green's fantastic.
Look at this from Jane too.
Look at the late turn.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Well, did a little wriggle at the end, but ends up where she wants it. Kelly wanting to get up and over her own. Around it, she gets to the shot bowl.
Wow, that was
Oh,
close.
jeez. Just didn't have enough to turn it over. Would have done the job. The other thing, all 7 of those bowls are in the game. They're either on or past.
As is that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Lisa be probably trying to play a very similar bowl that Kelly played. Get through Kelly's pink bowls, give it a chance. She has got Mel's bowl
Yeah.
to the left here, splitting the other two, so there's no danger. You probably wouldn't go any worse than one down, which is what you are already, Troy. So
Yeah, I think she might play it a little quicker now.
I agree with you.
She's got two options to turn through. If she gets with a bit more weight the inside of the first one, it'll take a bit of weight off. It'll turn that.
And if she finds a hole, it's probably in a good home then too, somewhere behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said Mel had to touch it. She didn't. I just looked over and saw the chalk in the bowl, but Kelly just
Oh,
wiped it
they've-
off.
Tricked ya.
How well was I watching?
Well, I didn't question you. She's
This
close
is
here.
in the area.
Through the first one, onto the second one, and run through for shot. Brilliant. That was that advantage of playing it with a bit more weight.
Correct.
Opened up the options.
Brilliant slow-mo action there from Josh, our technician.
He's on point this morning as well.
Yep. Everybody's on fire.
Yeah.
The bowlers, the commentators, the technicians. It's all happening.
The greenkeeper,
Ooh.
the cooks.
Yeah, I've had a hamburger every day.
Have you?
Yes.
What about varieties of spice of life?
Nah, I don't think so at lunch. And then I get a...
I've had every option.
Nah, see, not me. And a bit of jelly slice every day.
Oh, you're a creature of habit, aren't you?
Yeah. By the fact that I have an Aussie every time I walk into a pizza joint.
There you go. Mind you, I always have the same pizza when I go to a pizza joint too. The lot, no olives or anchovies. Oh, just not reaching.
Probably nothing for short, really, Troy.
No.
She'd probably want that one back, and
'Cause
you can
she-
sort of pick it up on her body language there.
She had the back one, even though it might spit out to Mel's, you'd be no worse off, but she had that back one of Jen's, and even if it had spat out to Mel's, she'd have the next two.
And here's the thing. I bet you Lisa's going to cover now, which will take away an option for him potentially.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think she's going to try and draw another here. All you're doing is, if you draw another, is either making a target or running the risk of touching the jack and going down.
Correct.
Yeah, I can see her on a nice wide line. Just wanting it to run a bit more.
Probably not as far back as she'd like. She
No, I
probably
think
want
a
another
yard.
yard.
Yep. Yep. You got a bit of love in the comments for your Aussie pizza too there from Casper.
Yeah, he's a great man, Casper. Also, a very good commentator himself.
Is he?
Yes, he's had a couple cameos on BVTV and I think during some of the Geelong Bowls region streams as well.
Yeah, right. So we're going to see weight here. Not huge, but will be arriving. She changed her hand because her first one was in the way. She played the difficult weight there.
It'll be another one
Yeah, that's the
for
thing.
the Sandbelt team.
It's only ones, but it's ticking ends off too. It's now 7 in 7.
We'll give you some scores from across the green, brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo.
We've got in the other women's. Oh, of course, I start with the one that I can't see the board of. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the other
Just
ones.
chill. No, just chill.
Oh,
right?
you're going to do it. You're going to use technology because your eyes can't see that far.
I can see, but I'm just going to go make sure it's correct.
Okay.
because over there in that scoreboard between Metro West and Wimmera, it says 6-5, but it's
does.
actually 8-6 in favour of Metro West.
Ah, they've picked up a 3.
Then we have Ballarat Highlands 9 leading Yarra 2 after 6. Geelong 12 leading Gippsland 6 after 9. And Eastern Rangers 10 leading West Coast 4 after 7. And
Ladies triples, 7 all after 8.
nah, they've got to add something there, I reckon.
Well,
Unless they killed the end.
No, there was a result.
They haven't updated the scoreboard yet.
No, it's only just finished that end.
And I'm not... means I've got to go out if I can.
No, you don't, because Lorene's changing the scoreboard now.
Good.
It was a 1 to Goulburn Murray. They lead 8-7 after 9. Pretty good pace there from Jen.
Casper also asks a question. Cheesecake or caramel slice? Now for me, it's cheesecakes.
For me, caramel slice. Cheese doesn't agree with me.
Oh, well, then that's why you don't eat cheesecake.
Correct. She might get another toucher here, JT, as Mel. Yep, she's trailed that jack. Back to her own. Made 2. That was probably the best result she could get out of that bowl because she was a little bit quick.
Right. Forehand from Kelly. Getting down to the shot bowler. Or a little movement of themselves.
She's going to change something here.
Another good bowl.
Yeah. Tidies it up. Still a target though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's still reasonably fattish.
Yeah.
Everything to reach.
Absolutely. Under the line. She knew straight out of the hand.
Yeah, I still think Kelly's got to play the same hand, but just make sure she's 2 or 3 feet more and changing the angles and changing the shape of the head. Trials it herself's good.
Yeah. Yeah, get her own.
Yep.
Virtually the same bowl, really.
Fraction quicker.
Fraction quicker,
Fraction
but
quicker.
much the same. It's going to be another one in a good area. Oh, just had the jack high weight. Okay. Important for this Geelong team to start getting something going. Okay, that at least gives something to Cole, something behind to play
love that
to.
weight. Love that weight. Again, Lisa looking to change the shape of the head. You saw her and Kelly talk about what shot to play. It was very similar to what was called when Kelly was playing her bowls. Timmy Humphries on the chat has given us a. He goes, "You boys should be trying to get some Devil's Donuts best around."
Is that in the truck? There's a truck on over the road from us where we're staying. Is that Devil's Donuts or is it just say Hot Donuts?
I don't really recall. And I go there every morning to get a coffee.
I don't go there. I just drive past it and I see it.
Let's face it, we can Google this at some stage and suss it out. If there is a Biscoff donut, I'll probably have a crack at it, Troy.
Okay.
Don't mind a bit of Biscoff.
I'm just quite partial to a hot jam donut.
Oh, they're good too, don't you worry.
Okay. Must reach. Must make some sort of a change here. This game's just starting to slip away from them.
Particularly if they drop another 2 this end as well.
Mm.
Oh, Timmy Humphrey says that is at the lake.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Nicole.
Not far away.
Just got to hang on now.
Down the bowl, solid. Well
Yeah,
played.
fantastic bowl.
Very good. So looking for a change of hands now. Land the bowl. I've got all those bowls on the left of screen. They're both Mel's. And you've got Kelly's across there as well. Depending how far sideways it goes, might bring one of them in.
It's on the right area.
Is it going to hold enough?
The speed now.
Not quite.
Poor.
Just had the draw weight.
Probably lacked 18 inches, didn't it? 2 feet.
Yep, yep. Okay.
All right, chance for Nicole to add another. No real apparent danger playing the forehand and just trying to add another.
Yep, just beat the bowls.
This will stop the run at 4 ends in a row.
Oh, track's perfect.
And it's 1 to the Geelong trio.
Handy, though, to wrestle that shot back and now get the mat so they can change the length.
We're 2/3 through the match. And 6 a difference.
I think we might see a longer length here, Josh.
I think something's got to change. Stiffy.
Yep, that's what they've done. Always bamboozles me when you play some opponents and you're winning well on a length and then they just throw the same length back at you. I just don't understand it. When you're getting beat, you just got to change something. Change hands, change timing. But the easiest one to do is change the length.
Even as something as simple as going away into the toilet, or splashing a bit of water in your face.
That's what I meant about the timing, you know.
Yep.
Just slow the game down or just change something.
Grab a drink, or,
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Not working, change it.
Correct.
I'm with you.
Pretty good opener from Mel.
Speed was fantastic.
Both ladies have played very good weight with their opening bowls, which, considering the length change, that's a very good sign.
Proves how even this green is.
Don't know if she's wide enough again. I find too that the longer the length, the more important to nail it because it's just harder to get it off.
Spot on. It actually makes sense. You know, if you've got someone who doesn't mind a run,
Yep.
it's a lot harder to hit it over 40 metres versus it is 21 or 25,
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's generally a tactic some people can apply if they, want to try and take a good driver out of the game. The only thing is you've got to be careful and mindful of putting the jack too close to the ditch still at the same time. You know, it's one of those.
Yeah, it's the disadvantage is they can run the jack in the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is if they're not driving, if they're just arriving or overweight draw shots and they miss, you don't have to cover them half the time because they're in the ditch.
Correct. Outside the first sort of 3 bowls, it's a little loosish.
Yeah, Mel picked it up well. It's important for Geelong that Jane makes a good correction, takes a bit of pressure off Nicole. Just a few bowls to avoid now, isn't there?
It wouldn't look pretty from the mat end, I don't reckon.
No. The beauty is, though, when you got a turning green, you can generally get around a bowl. Yes, he's played it better, just needs to stop. Yeah, it was a good attempt. Gets second shot out of it. Lisa saying 1, Rod saying 1 and a measure.
Got to be reasonably close here, is it?
Yeah, sure is. Oh, unlucky.
Phew. It's a fantastic bowl.
It is, yeah. It's, you know, you get the other side of that jack.
Still, I'd argue there's chances there for them in terms of the Sandbelt team.
Yeah. That white bowl of Jen's might be third shot, which would be useful to Geelong. Nicole could, you know, get another third and then potentially look to land the bowl and stay and make a number. Bit of a 2-bowl play.
I just reckon the way that the head shape from behind the head, it would look very inviting for Lisa to get up there and sit the bowl herself.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
she wants to come down and might be change it up.
Needs to miss it. She's going to crash.
And that changes angles though, Troy. It's not as necessarily easy to get to that blue bowl now if they wanted to do that.
If they want to go the blue now, I think they're going to go big on the forehand. Depends though, if that white bowl's third shot.
It may not be.
They
I don't
may,
know.
yeah, I'm not sure. I just think if it is, they may want to get another one in before they run. Just, you know, given that there's 6 in front, if you get that, if you get your pink out and you're 2 down, then it gives them room to draw another.
I still think there's a couple of different ways you could go about it. You could still get it on the back end, try and split the gap there,
Yeah.
though you risk hitting the inside of the white, coming across and getting your own out. You know, now if you play the other hand just arriving, like you got a chance of rolling your own over.
I like forehand, just a confident draw, but I think she's going big on the forehand.
Oh, I was going to say this.
That's that conversation we had about driving on the longer length.
Yep.
It's going to turn more.
The one thing that's come out of it, though, is now one of Mel Allen's lead bowls is sitting on the edge of the ditch. You can't see it at the screen at the moment.
Clear road needed. Oh, she's played it well.
What a great bowl.
Yeah, very good. And falls in. Doesn't increase the target.
No, but it doesn't change the shot over, I don't
No,
reckon.
they can both go.
She's playing back in now.
She's got one.
Oh. Change the backhand. Very close. Just misses, takes one out. It's 2 consecutive ends to the Geelong Regent trio. It's 11-6. We've played 13. 5 in 5. It's very capable if you're supporting the Geelong team.
And, you know, obviously, yeah, 5 ones, but if they get a 3, that's really going to heap the pressure on. So it's still anybody's game. It's This is a women's quarterfinal at Bendigo East Bowls Club in our state champs week.
It's a semi-final, Troy.
Thank you. It is a semi, you're right. There's so many things. There's a semi-final going on. There's all sorts of things going on. Yesterday we had a semi, we had a quarter, we had a something else. It was things going everywhere. But
And the other semi-final, Allens Murray currently leading 9-8 after 10 ends over Goulburn Murray.
so the two winners will be playing off in our third time slot this afternoon, which is around about 4 o'clock.
Could be earlier, we never know.
Could be.
Rightio. Around the greens, brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo, and the men's pairs quarterfinal. I just rattled off falls earlier. Don't know. Anyway, Metro West 13, leading Wimmera 7 after 9.
Couple of big ends there they've had.
Ballarat Highlands 9, leading Yarra 5 after 8. Geelong 13, leading Gippsland 6 after 10.
Gippsland are pegging back a little bit.
And Eastern Rangers 11, playing West Coast 4 after 8.
Good opener there from Jen. Yeah, very good correction there from Mal. Good second shot. Both ladies correcting well on that end. She's got the weight. She's played it well. Oh, she's played it extremely well.
Great bowl, Kelly McKERIHEN.
That's the shot. Spot on the line there, just obviously had in her mind with the first one being short that she just had to reach.
Matty Flappers made a statement here saying Geelong to snag a 1 to 4 to go to an extra end. Matty, but we're playing 18 ends, so I don't think they need the 1 and the 4 that quickly.
Oh, 2 rippers from Kelly. Having said that, they'd be pretty happy to take the 1 and the 4.
There still won't be no extra end though yet.
Not at that point. 18 ends in triples. Shortis 2 down.
It's all down to the speed now.
Needs the inside of that, not the outside.
Ooh. Now 3.
Dunno. 3 it is, yep. Confirmed by Rod.
See, Lisa, they're looking at the backhand, but I actually think you're still better off trying to play the forehand and take the shot away from them.
I agree.
Beat them to it.
Yeah.
Even if you trail at a foot and maybe take one of your shots away, it's still a better 2 versus where it is at the moment. It's still exposed and you can get to it.
100%.
No, Matty Flapper's still making the prediction this match will go to an extra end. All right, Lisa swings at the backhand. She's got that coverage.
All right, the final bowl of the end for the Geelong trio.
Got to get down, Troy.
She's a bit quick. Again, that was that, you know, in your head, I've got to be there, I've got to be there. And you just overplay it. Going back to the forehand now, I think. You don't want to touch that jack on the backhand.
No. Just play good draw, mate. Oh, she's going to play backhand. Just think the forehand gives you a couple more options. If you happen to be marginally quick, you can sit your own and count.
Yeah, the word on the street is that she favours her backhand. I got a little birdie.
No, she's playing forehand.
There we go. Little birdie gave me that info.
Oh, the first part's all right. It's going to come down to speed, Troy. It's not looking terrible.
Just needs to run a touch more.
Gets to that, it's probably counting.
Ooh, close. We'll wait for the call.
Big end for the Sandbelt team. We've played 14 and...
They've taken 3 out. Whether it's 3 or 4, it's still making it difficult. Four
it is.
Yeah, it's a large end.
15-6 now.
Nine in 4. Not bad weight again from Mel.
Yeah, probably the line is indicative of that green getting a little bit wider as the day goes on, I reckon, too. Because you see this one's also pinched a little tight.
Yeah, and the longer length, just a lot more turn at the finish.
Correction here by Mel.
Yeah, very good.
She's been extremely solid this match, Troy. We're not biased or nothing, though.
No, not at all. 15-6 though, if your lead can do that.
I have a theory.
Heaps the pressure on.
With 2 bowl triples. I'd argue it's a very lead-dominant game, e.g. if the lead gets on, you win more times than not in 2 bowl triples.
Absolutely. Agree 100% with that.
Doesn't necessarily apply as much in other formats, but definitely in 2 bowl triples.
Yep. I played 2 bowl pairs before, and it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I've played 2 bowl pairs before as well.
It's not a common game, but...
No, the PBA was 2 bowl pairs back in the day.
I played it at Numurkah Golf.
Oh, yeah, the 2 bowl pairs tournament. That's right. Spot on. Big tournament, that one.
Played with Frankie Seaton.
Did you?
Yeah.
Kotso, the great man.
Yep. She
Good
might have
bowl
to
here by
jack out.
Jane.
Oh. He's worth another one, though, where they're finishing back there. They do have to take risks now.
I think Kelly will definitely give the bowl a chance now. Hopefully pass anywhere from 2 to 4 feet. Get to the white bowl, if not a fraction further.
Touch more than she wanted, but it's in a reasonable
still a good
area.
home.
Yeah, it means they've got to get it to the right spot.
Correct. It's actually got to force them to play cuter weight.
Same bowl and she gets it. Going to be another one waiting. That's very good weight for it. There's still a 5. An option for opportunity for a 5 there.
Yeah, look, Lisa will be trying to cover. The good
Yep.
thing about what Lisa can do is if she plays that yard less than what Kelly did, one, she'll finish in the right home, but two, she could also sit the white bowl and make a number themselves. She does want to turn the white in sideways, which she just missed and avoided.
Still a chance for 4 or 5. Got to take him
Perfect.
in these circumstances.
Perfect bowl. 1 yard of weight, Troy. 1 yard of weight. Jack slightly just
Trail.
around the corner.
A bare jack. There is a slight chance if you're under that you can flick off that shot bowl and get onto the jack, but you'd like to do it clean if you can. Needs to run. She might draw the, just about draw the shot. Hold. Yep. Didn't want it to fall and block the trail, so it is still on. Still.
It's a measure for shot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're up or down. They still got to cover.
The good thing is by trying, if anything, you're trying to maybe draw to that last bowl.
Yeah, a foot past it.
Yep. It's on the high side, Troy.
It is.
Particularly on that hand. It's much better weight.
Weight was excellent.
Still a chance the trial, Troy, as you say. You get the jack.
2 more feet of weight. Even 3 more. 2 to 3 more feet of weight. And she could make a maximum count here.
Let's have a look. Well, I don't mind the first part. Got to get down now. Got to get down, Troy.
Oh, this is close.
Troy.
This is close. Will it get... Oh, it's not going to get down enough. What an effort.
Thought she had it halfway down.
It's a cruel game, but when the target is so small, you just have to be absolutely perfect.
And that's another one to Sandbelt. What we probably didn't fail to mention there is when she hit her shot bowl, or close to shot bowl, it rocked it out once,
Yeah.
you know.
But she had to
I had
take
to
that
play it.
risk. And
Jeez.
she's missed it by, I don't know what it was.
Inch or two?
Yeah. I was going to say 2 centimetres, but wasn't much more than that anyway.
16-6, 3 ends of play.
10 in 3, unless the Clayton and
It's not
Mentone
Just
crew.
use Sandbelt, mate. Sandbelt.
Yeah, it's all the same. Give a shout out to their clubs. If they get a 3, it'll be over.
Correct.
So, laws of the sport. If one team can no longer win in a knockout game, you must cease play.
I still see people try and keep playing. I'm going,
I
what are
know
you doing?
they do. They do. I just want the practice.
My theory. Sooner I get off the green and grab a beer, the better.
If you can't win, what's the point?
Yeah.
But that's not what's going to be going through the Geelong
They're
line. They're not going to say, all right, we've got to not drop a 3 so we can stay in the game. They know they have to score.
Yeah.
And even a 1's not enough. They really want a 3.
Yeah, Mel, fair
more.
correction here. Right, I'll give you a score update. Across the greens, brought to you by the Sporting Globe Bendigo. Metro
Good.
West 13 leading Wimmera 8. Great bowl, Chandler Surf. That's after 10 ends. Ballarat Highlands 9, playing Yarra 5 after 8 ends. It's like that score hasn't updated in ages.
Might have had a dead end or 2.
Geelong 14 leading Gippsland 7 after 12 ends. And Eastern Rangers 14 leading West Coast 4 after 10. They've sort of kicked away a little bit there.
They have.
Vinnie McElwain, have you ever had anyone refuse to get off and just give them the full counter shots for the 2 ends and they still lose? Have I? Don't. Yeah, maybe.
Close, Jane.
Bowl, Jane.
Yeah, very good. That's 2. I don't recall it in a knockout, but I recall it in a sectional game I played where group stuff was group pairs. It used to be, sections of 4. Going into the last round, we couldn't win our section and our opponents couldn't win the section. Guy I was playing with, let's
Kelly
just go back to
McKERIHEN.
Kelly.
Oh, what a bowl.
Yeah, brilliant. Guy I was playing with was going away to play a tournament down in Geelong the next day. So asked me and then asked the opponents, do you mind if we don't play, I can get on the road and get going? And they go, nah, we want to play. It was 15 end games. After 10 ends, we were about 20 in front. And I said, you had enough yet? They go, yeah, that'll do.
Jane, fraction tight there. She was obviously looking to hit the bowl, turn the jack around the corner. It's making it tough now. That bowl by Kelly McKERIHEN, fantastic. Took any of the danger away that was going on that end. I just wouldn't go out in that situation that you said, Troy. Like if you're both 2-game losers going to the last game,
Yeah,
I ain't going out.
I know. It was frustrating.
You can't force me to go out.
Yeah. It didn't bother me. I didn't have anything on the next day, but it was more for my teammate. Like, let him get away and get to where he's got to go. So, got to make a number here, Geelong.
Oh, Lise.
It's in the way.
Yeah, makes it harder for Nicole. And the other ladies triples semi-final, a lot more even, Troy. 11-9 in favour of Gold Murray over Evans Murray, and they are 2/3 of the way through the match. They're definitely a lot slower.
Yeah.
Good 3 ends beyond play.
Yeah, these 6 ladies don't mess around. They just go about their business and know what they're trying to do. Not far away. Close to this jack. Might need a bit off the front.
Still 1 to the Sandbelt team.
And not much of an opportunity to make a number either. One's just not enough.
Could you not clip the pink ball through the hole? You'd have half a sniff maybe?
You'd give you 2.
2. Still 2's better than, like, I can't see any other number any
That's
other
what
way.
I mean. I can't see a big number there at all.
What Lisa be doing is trying to make it just hard for him to even get that bowl out.
Yeah. Now the other option, if Nicole elects to play that, try and cut that bowl out clean. If you are wide and get an inside of Lisa's onto the jack and kill it, wouldn't be a bad result either.
It's probably a good result.
Restart and hope that the next end you've got a better opportunity.
Looks like there is a little bit of protection going out there.
I think she's got to play quick on that backhand.
Yeah, I don't see a lot more going on.
No. Bowl
Even-
out clean or edge of that Lisa Phillips bowl and kill a jack.
Oh, it's on the wrong side of
Wrong
the
side
bowl.
of it, yeah.
Oh, she did flip the jack
Did.
still.
Still one down though.
Yeah. So it's 11 the difference.
11 in 2.
Yeah,
So
they're
they
going to need a
now-
5
Now
at
need a
least.
5 to stay in the game. Pretty simple, really.
Mm. You know what I'm doing if I'm the Sandbelt team? I'm putting the jack
Closer
to the ditch.
Yeah.
Limits the killing options.
Yeah.
Also, if the Geelong team gets it wrong and loses one of their bowls, well, there's
Correct.
less chance of getting a 5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, they've done that. It's within. It's about a metre short of the 2 metre mark. So that's pretty good. So wants this to stay on the green.
It'll do that. Ditches are quite good here, Troy.
Yes, no harm there. And of course the Geelong, wherever this first bowl goes, can't afford it to be short. But wherever it goes, they've got to group their bowls near it. They can't have bowls all over the place. And this is going to go down near that Mel Allen bowl, which is a pretty good result for Sandbelt.
Yeah, Mel corrects now, gets a close one. Would start even making it even extremely tougher. Still think she's a fraction quick, Troy.
She is, yep. Might lose that one.
Did she run into the jack, is she?
She's thought, yeah, I'll put it in and end the game.
We'll have to have a talk to her about that one.
Aaron Wilson style.
He's one of the best to do it. All
Yeah.
right, how's Jen going?
Holding one. Just need 4 more.
I can imagine Kelly McKERIHEN probably beating that bowl. At
You
some
reckon
stage.
she will?
Yeah, with 2,
Two attempts?
I'd back it her in.
I feel like she'll only need 1.
Mm.
She's right on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
fantastic bowl. The only thing that does, it kind of creates the angle to kill.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not going the kill now.
I can't see you getting 5 the way it is at the moment.
No.
Kelly, I reckon, looking for 2 feet, 18 inches, passing, another roundabouts, and then there's no other option to then kill.
I don't think she's got the I was going to say she hasn't got the 2 feet, but the finish on this screen, she has.
I don't know if she could put it in a better spot.
No. Very surprised by that.
I don't know how you're going to make 5 around the corner
No.
when there's only 3 bowls to come.
You could make 4,
Yeah.
but 4's game over.
Unless she's backing herself to kill it.
Yeah, but give yourself more opportunities.
I'm probably playing a blocker now.
Well, there's no option. There's just no opportunity to make the 5.
I don't even know. Like, I'm just looking at Kelly and she's saying Lisa draw it there, but
Well, that's what Lisa had suggested first. And Kelly just agreed, which, yeah, okay, that's the spot you can drop a number. But it's not about dropping a number, it's dropping a 5. So I agree. Get up the front, try and block.
I just draw another one.
She's got to go to kill.
Well, it's got the weight.
Too wide. Up the front.
Blocker. Thank you.
I'm still, I'm a far bigger fan of putting a blocker closer to the mat than closer to the head.
All right, let's see how we go.
The closer you get to the head, if you're offline, it's actually usable. It can straighten you up.
Not a bad effort.
That's a good blocker. That's a good blocker. It's got to play a forehand now.
Yeah. All right, this is a last ditch effort.
To stay in the match, must kill the jack. Just missing.
All right, there we have it, Troy.
That will see Mel Allen, Kelly McKERIHEN and Lisa Phillips advance through to the women's triples final this afternoon at around about 4 o'clock. Congratulations to that trio and well done to the Geelong trio for getting through to the semis. We'll be back. We should be earlier than planned, but we do need to wait for pairs games to finish. So I'm going to guess we'll be back around 12:30 for a men's pairs semi-final. We don't know who it's going to be yet because obviously they're still playing, but we'll be back around about 12:30, and then after that we will bring you the triples final, which will be this Sandbelt combination up against the winner of Goulburn Murray and Ovens and Murray. Thanks again, Josh, for powering the stream, and Josh and Tony for your assistance in commentary. Thanks to Rod Bates for paddling, City of Bendigo for their assistance, and of course our fantastic Bendigo West Bowls Club, Moama Bowls Club, Dandenong Club. See you back soon.
See you guys.